So tonight we will be watching a little movie called Anastasia from Don Bluth. Probably
Yeah, never heard of it.
never heard of the guy.
Thank you.
Anastasia felt like the capitulation of Don Bluth to Disney, where the guy rose up against Disney back in the 70s, late 70s, I believe, and then would go on to launch his own studio to be the first real rival to Disney. First film he put out was Secret of Nim, which was a fucking bona fide classic.
Beautiful, wonderful movie.
Top notch. It really felt so unique. And then, unfortunately, the powers that be that control the creative flow with the purse strings attached to it felt like it brought down Don. And I'm not sure exactly how fair of an assessment that is, because the guy could possibly be like, no, I love Pebble and the Penguin. And it's like, oh, really? But
really? He's on record saying he hates it.
Right. And yet, Anastasia's Cattail said here, Anastasia's technically a Disney princess because Fox owned Anastasia, and now Disney owns Fox. So,
what a slap in the face.
Right. You know, Don Bluth's
we'll just take that.
Rolling in his grave. Sorry.
He's not dead.
He's going to be at MomoCon, actually. I'll see him.
Aw, cool.
He'll stab me.
So lucky. I hope MomoCon is fun.
Me too. So, for Anastasia, it was a good movie. Not as good as the Disney Renaissance films, but it was at least a step up from Troll Central Park. But there's something bittersweet, where you see such inspired creations with Secret of Nim, Land Before Time, and even All Dogs Go to Heaven to a degree. And it just feels like this erosion of something unique about Don and his storytelling that didn't last too long and eventually turned into a Disney clone. And Anastasia has a lot of the hallmarks of a Disney animated film for the princess stuff, and it's fine for the most part. It's competent. It's one of those films where I'm like, yeah, this is like, it hits all the bullet points of what makes a decent movie. But like, man, having Anastasia be like, I'm the heir to the Russian throne, and she says with no Russian accent, you know, that's like salt in the. It's like, come on, guy. It's like the most un-Russian Russian characters of all time, except for like.
Well, no, then how will all the little American girls relate to her?
Right.
Hello.
Exactly. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? All right. Shall we start?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. This is Anastasia from Don Bluth.
We lived in an enchanted world of...
Before the communists destroyed our precious monarchy. Yes.
Indeed.
I will say that there's something a little bit uncanny about Anastasia being a bit closer in proximity to historical relevance. Where Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin or The Little Mermaid, there's so much fantasy involved in it. It feels detached. Anastasia, with the Russian royal family, that was a thing for reals. And the communist uprising that murdered many of the people in the palace, that was a thing. So it feels a little bit, you know, like, oh yeah, this is a bit closer to home than compared to a mermaid or genie.
Yeah, we noticing a pattern here with some of the historical fiction that we've been watching.
Right.
You know, in terms of like, oh, these are real people and real creatures that existed in the past, and we're gonna take our creative liberties to make a dramatized story.
Rasputin.
Looking at you, Balto.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. But Rasputin, it's like this. Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah, I know.
And
there's also, Pocahontas. And some creative liberties with the historical fiction there, too.
Which is understandable. Because, like, when you're making a movie or a show or whatever, you have to take into consideration drama and a narrative flow. Because history isn't, like, plotted around. Like, whoa, well, this first act was kind of lame, World War I. And it's like, what? Get new material. I will say this. Nicholas was the king of Russia. Homeboy was the leader of Russia during World War I. and he did not want to be king. Like, it's a really weird moment where he was like, I would trade this all in to go take my family and just live on a farm in peace. Like, I don't want power. And he was so, like, ill-suited for command. He didn't give a shit. He only cared about his family for the most part. Which kind of led up.
Man cares about his family. Whatever.
Well, yeah, but when you're the fucking king of Russia, like, you know, there's some responsibility. I will literally communist uprise everything. No, I mean, like, there was a really weird moment where, so Nicholas's wife was the one who kind of kept, like, Rasputin around. She's like, oh my God, he's like a wizard, and he, like, takes care of our family. And Nicholas was like, I hate this guy. I hate him. And they, like, banished him to Siberia, like, during the war. And then, like, one of Nicholas's kids had a blood disorder. And the kid was having a bad medical episode. And they were giving the kid aspirin, which was apparently, like, the opposite of what he needed. And they, like, Nicholas's wife called up Rasputin, was like, what the fuck do we do? And he's like, stop giving the kid aspirin. And it helped. It worked. And they're like, oh my God, he's a fucking wizard. I know he's not the king, I know, but for him, in a manner of speaking, he was. It was a monarchy. He was the czar, I know. The same way that the Germans had their Kaiser, but, you know, still, let's call a spade a spade.
Anastasia.
Don Bluth, your designs.
I know the cheeks are always pushed up.
What if there was this movie but Freddy Fazbear was there?
Oh my gosh, what if?
Oh my God. This is our thumbnail.
No. Can't do it again.
Let's go back to her being like, lee.
No.
Oh my God.
With a curse.
That curse is communism. We have to. Oh, this part is so cool and epic. You want to know what he says?
Oh no.
Fortnite.
He says Fortnite. How cool is that?
Oh my God.
Dude,
I was like waiting to see if he was gonna say Among Us or something, because he always catch me with that shit.
That's so cool. Rasputin was a gamer.
Fortnite.
Wow.
Dude, what's Rasputin's favorite game?
Fortnite.
Awesome, dude. It's so fucking epic. Remember during the the communist uprising when there's a talking bat who's like, Oish!
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
You are right at the Little Mermaid, the little hair floop in front of her head.
Yeah, her like bangs, the way they swish.
God.
That's like a tiny Ariel right there.
We have a 30-page dissertation about Balto that is near completion. And Chad, I want you to know how bad our boy Balto got it, all right? So looking at this, thinking about The Little Mermaid, thinking about Disney Renaissance, all right? Balto came out in 1995 on December 22nd, all right? It bombed at the box office because a movie came out about a month beforehand called Toy Story. Toy Story.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Just absolutely bodied Balto. Balto was the first follow-up to follow Toy Story as far as a theatrical animated film goes. It was Balto. Poor motherfucker. Where they're like, financially, Balto got slammed. All right, and then critics were like, "Oh wow, this movie is no Disney movie. You know, it's too simple. It's, you know, I guess good enough for kids. It's no Little Mermaid. It's no Gaston."
Yeah,
or, you know.
the love story between Balto and Jenna is no Lady and the Tramp.
Right, and it's like,
sorry, it's not the main part of the movie.
Right,
like,
right.
It is.
Lady and the Tramp's just an arbitrary, like, oh, why? Because they're dogs. Like, fine.
Yeah.
So,
like, well, specifically, Lady and the Tramp is like a love story about them. You know,
Gaston. No, it's like, so not only did it's like it, and this dawned on me today when I was writing the script. By the way, folks, the Balto video is going to be like an hour and a half long, potentially two. It's
No, it's not going to be 2 hours long. It's not going to be that long.
It's gonna be it's hitting documentary levels, if that term can be so, you know, loosely thrown around, right?
Shows the thumbnail that
Right. And what's the documentary?
Documentary.
Tits. Yeah, geese tits, the movie.
it's educational.
Right. I'm sorry. I gotta show a little leg. No, but like, poor Balto got body slammed by Toy Story financially, and then was compared to the greats of the Disney Renaissance critically. And it's like, dude, you got fucked, like utterly fucked. So historically, Balto got fucked with the dog sled stuff. He got boned. And then the movie got destroyed. And then the fucking sequels happened. And I'm like, this franchise can't catch a break. Like, the only silver lining it ever had was the direct-to-video sales for Balto. And then they were like, oh, let's make a trilogy. Because, you know, fuck, you know, anything of sacred, you know, atonement. So, whatever. I've got some words to share with the Balto video, folks.
We've been cooking, as the kids say.
Oh, as it goes. Somebody cooked here. You know, Balto said that in Breaking Bad.
Random happen chance.
Rasputin died. Yeah. Rasputin's assassination was fucking awful. The bunch of Russian folks were like, we're gonna kill Rasputin. Let's invite him to come drink. And Rasputin showed up. He's like, did someone mention free alcohol? And then they're like, oh shit, he showed up. And then they poisoned him. And then the poison didn't work. And he was like, and then then he like ran, and they were like shooting at him. And apparently they nicked him a few times. And then they like beat him, and then they like threw him in a fucking river, like in a rug or something. And then the autopsy was like, oh, he drowned. It's like, wow, you guys are the worst assassins of all time.
They finally got him.
We got him.
Into a river.
We poisoned him, we shot him, we beat him with the water to take the rest of the fucking... I love him, man. Humanity's a fucking mistake.
Dimitri, there he is.
It's
the
like
most handsome boy.
They split the fucking difference where they're like, listen, Russians aren't that sexy, you know, so we're gonna make our Russian Dimitri the most fucking vanilla white boy American of all time, and we'll split the difference by making his assistant the most Russian bear you've ever seen. You know, these two represent, as it goes, the Don Bluth male design, where it's like split down the hair.
Yes.
That's a thing.
Literally it's the two male designs that we see out of Don.
You know, you got split hair twink and then Russian bear. You know, that's pick your gender. It's kind of uncanny seeing how different they're designed, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at how giant his head is compared to
they look like different species. Like that's something I'll say. Like the design consistency is like, all right, let's keep it kind of a bit more like, you know, I guess on point with actual human body structure, at least for the sexy boy. And then they're like, what about his what about his friend, you know, Vlad? Oh, go crazy, folks. You know, just give him those big old Russian jowls.
It works, though.
It works.
It is just funny to see them side by side.
Yeah.
Well, I know what's to the left.
Liberals.
Come on.
Is Mario woke? Oh my god, this guy. Yeah. Let me tell you why. Sorry, this New Yorker in Russia. Here we go. Here we go.
Yes.
Grandma, it's me, Anastasia.
They fucking
Anastasia.
that was so good. There's so
It's amazing.
There's
her eyes.
Right. There's so much emoting. So God, I fucking love it when they go above and beyond. So someone had this scene and they said, okay, we're gonna really have fun with it.
Have fun.
Grandma, it's me, Anastasia, and with the eye pop. I love it when there's visual cues that work off of audio cues. Fucking love it.
Yeah, the backgrounds are pretty nice here.
It's a pretty film. It's just that, like, by the time that Don Bluth could actually pull it together, and like capitulate to the Disney Renaissance, the Renaissance was over. Like, again, after like working on the Balta video, it's like Toy Story was a nuclear bomb that went off in the animation landscape and changed everything. Like Disney fell on its face. All the 2D competitors fell on their face. The only thing I ever actually keep up was DreamWorks, and that's because it was also like trying to tread the path.
Now, how did you get in here?
Dude, his face.
We gotta look at that.
There was a lot in that face. Oh my gosh, that's so realistic. It's literally what any person looks like mid-blink. Like when you see yourself in a photo, when you're like in mid-blink.
What the fuck is this?
Oh wait, there was one. It's starting to use that a little.
The floppy hair. He's like, do. What are you doing? Ah!
His forehead.
He's falling in love with her.
The face of a man who's in love. Oh my god. Whoa, that mouth! You saw
I
it.
saw that.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh,
His jaw is totally unhinged. He's like a fucking snake.
No. No.
When I see a potato.
Dude, when I find it, I'm trying to make Brussels sprouts.
Sir, we messed up your order, so you can just keep this for free.
No. No.
It's
So stupid.
Thumbnail.
Oh my god.
His mouth looks like a goddamn like. Never mind. This guy got a sequel.
Come on. Am I supposed to believe
This
that
guy?
thing woke up after
Yeah.
all?
This guy got a sequel, and everybody was like all hyped about like the dragon. Like, hold on. So there was an Anastasia 2. If you can believe it or not, it's about the bat. Wait till you see what happens here.
Okay.
Let's just say fetishes were born.
Oh no. Of course. Why not?
What?
Uh-huh.
That was.
Man.
Bump.
That was one frame. She grew fast. Bam.
But yeah, a lot of folks were like, I got my transformation fetish from this movie. And it's like, thanks
No.
for sharing with the class. I want to ask a question, but I'm not sure how to ask it. So, what's the story on Bartok's accent? Like, is this?
Kind of sounds like vaguely from the Midwest or something.
I don't even know if Midwest really. Like,
I don't know either. It's a vaguely.
I don't know if it's just accents. I don't know.
I was saying that this is the kind of movie where if my mom were to walk in on me, like as a little kid, watching this, she would be very upset with the head hopping around. She'd be like, "Why are you watching this? This is icky."
Be like, Mother, I am part of the occult now. There was an entire thing with like, I remember watching the Nostalgic Critics review of this back 17,000 years ago, and he was like, man, bugs are kind of don't really set the tension very well. And I'm like, no, I can see. What the fuck are these things, by the way? What the hell am I looking at on the screen? They got little dog
They've got,
faces.
they've got like goofy verse faces.
Can you imagine seeing these things? Like you go downstairs to get a snack at night, and these things are standing on the staircase looking at you. Just imagine.
I'd start smashing them. I'd be terrified. I don't fuck with bugs. Why does he want her again? Just for revenge or
Because he's evil.
something? Why does he want her?
I don't know.
Oh, he's left-handed.
Something about killing off the Romanov with the family of the curse and Anastasia. And good eye, mama, and Paris are the last ones standing. More or less, I don't know. Read a book, all right, and you'll learn.
I don't feel like reading it now.
Read a book about how Rasputin uses demon army and bugs to talk to a bat speaking in Yiddish to stop Don Bluth's twink boy. Oh Jesus! Dude, he got fucking his ankles are on fire. How's he alive?
Oh my gosh.
Pastry filled with whipped cream and laughter.
Oh, she will be.
Come on.
And no future.
Vlad's like, oh, thank you for calling me skinny, but will I have a future child? Oh my god, yeah. Lizzie, what do you think of the movie, Lizzie?
It's really funny. It's really funny if they were.
This is Breaking Bad reference. Did you know history? Look, he's got a big old brain.
Number of occasions has shown a regal command equal to any royal in the world.
Oh, the toothy face. Oh my god.
That's too much. His face is already green, but with the reflection.
Oh my god.
Question.
Yeah.
Did they animate it distorted, or did they distort it afterwards? Genuine question. How do you do that?
I mean, it looks like there is definitely some exaggeration within the animation, but it does look like there's this sort of like digital liquefying happening.
I feel like
So
would
maybe
that
it's a
be?
little of both.
It makes me think about like in Pinocchio with the water distorting Pinocchio's movement. Oh god, that face. Russia.
In the world.
Lots of 3D assets in this.
Don't know how you knew it.
Yeah, there are quite a bit.
Like right there with the bike handlebars.
Yeah.
There's something that there's like some artifacts around them if you look closely. Look at that. It's kind of
Yeah, they look a little out of place. It's like there's too much. They're so dark. There's so much depth in them compared to like the flat, bright colors of the characters.
yeah. There's like little like artifacts around the outlines too. They're like the little pixelation issues.
Yeah, it doesn't look wonderful.
You know what movie looks good? Balto.
Wow, her hair got so long. It just
Her
grew.
face right there.
Me.
I'm pretty.
She kind of looks like
Cinderella's sister.
oh my god, I was about to say, is her name Anastasia?
I don't know.
Isn't it like Delilah and Anastasia or something like that?
I don't-
The stepsisters?
I don't know. I actually do not know.
That if that's the truth, that's fucking hilarious because she looks just like her in this shot.
Let me see here. Cinderella's.
Oh, Drizella and Anastasia. That's hilarious.
Get the fuck out.
Oh man.
And is Anastasia the redhead? She motherfucking is.
I
See-
like how in the sequels they like softened her face a little bit to make her look a little bit more appealing.
Yeah, they also are like, they're like, your boyfriend will be a 6 out of 10. It's like, what? What does that mean?
Oh, her baker boyfriend?
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
No, I fucking love him. That's 10 out of 10 man right there. Big old handsome baker man, so sweet. That's yeah.
Big
Forget the prince.
Right.
Wow, they could be twins.
They go to the same book club. Whoa, a boat.
Whoa.
The rendering.
This is no time to lose your head.
Me when I lose a round of Night in the Woods.
When you lose a round of Night in the Woods, I don't think that's how it works.
Right.
Out of the way, sister.
I fucking love it. She's like, out of the way, my fucking man's here. It's pretty great. It's some pretty great energy. Miss y'all, get the fuck out.
Walls opening.
But I was that wall.
Damn. Bunch of reeling into her. That hand is going a little lower.
Get that, so I can't think of a pun. Whoa, man, yeah, I honestly look at that trajectory. It looks like
Yeah, I gotta pivot. This is a kid's movie.
And up and up. There you go. I think that's kind of sweet, actually. I think that's really sweet. It's there's something about animation like this, even as much as I goof on it, like it's very human. I think it's sweet. There's like affection and a flirtatious ebb and flow to it that feels so real with these two. And I think it's fucking adorable. I really do. It as it stands, like their energy already leaves Dimitri and Anastasia's stale performance in the dust, which is just riddled with cliches. And that's okay.
Well, because here's the thing: these two, they clearly already have like an established relationship.
Oh, they fucked at least 17 times.
Sure, but Anastasia and Dimitri, they're like, oh, we're down, still figuring it out. And I don't know how I feel. But these two, they already know. They already know exactly how they feel about each other.
He's like, do you want to feel my communist uprising?
Stop!
Refuse to buy.
She's shaped like a cupcake.
The way he says we. Hey Vlad, quick question, dude, if you don't mind me asking. What's your favorite Nintendo console?
It was lame. It was pretty lame.
I'm funny. France is just built different. So look at
Yeah.
Look at both Dimitri and Vlad. Yeah. Dimitri's like, I'm good.
But,
like,
Vlad, that's you up on stage.
That's me during my panels. Icons. No, but like, what is it now? Like, Disney tried to launch a their own theme park. I'm pretty sure it was in France, and it's still there. But like, it was such like they were so out of touch with like the French people, because the French were like, we don't want American corporate like entities. Like, we're France. You know what makes us French. We enjoy having a bit more of a genuine experience, and we don't really care for like the artificial experience of big corporate like theme parks. And the biggest blunder they had was when they launched the theme park, they did not sell fucking wine. And the French were like, what the fuck? Yeah, when they even opened the theme park, there were like people throwing eggs at like Michael Eisner. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
because our goddamn wine.
They're like, yeah, the fuck.
Where did you learn that?
It was a really great documentary on Disney Plus about, it's called like the Imagineering or something like that.
Okay.
I fucking love it. There's a really great Imagineering documentary about like the creation of all the Disney theme parks, and putting aside, of course, any massive billion-dollar corporation and their march to ultimate, control. But like, as far as the engineering side goes and the corporate acumen of like building something that was pretty cool, it's like, I don't know. It's neat to see them barely pulled off in Disneyland, and then them trying to like go under the radar in Florida with Disney World, because they actually like tried to have a front company. I think it was Buena Vista, where they're like, we're scoping out the lands here. And they didn't want to show their hand that they were Disney, because they knew as soon as it would be discovered, the people who own the land would jack up the prices. And which I think eventually happened. Yeah, Defunct Land's a fantastic fucking channel for checking out that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love Defunct Land.
Yeah.
Great channel.
There's certain channels where I watch their content. I'm like, oh, I can be better.
Oh.
But look at Sophie's gigantic personality. No, but it's I don't know, the Disney's journey from their animation to the theme parks is quite extraordinary. I digress, but yeah, it's just so tone deaf that they like didn't do their research, and then when they launched their theme park in France, it didn't sell wine, and it's like, really, really. And they tried to learn their lesson with like when they launched I think it's Shanghai Disney, where they realized you can't build a like where in Disney World and Disneyland you've got the different like pinnacles of the park, the centerpieces with like the giant castles and towers or whatever. They're like, we can't really do that because it's a little bit too much of a testament to American corporate like domination. So they made it more of a gosh, how do I describe it? It's like some generational walk path where there is no giant pinnacle of any kind of like setting your flag on. It's a lot more reserved, and
No.
they did their homework where they're like, we know the Chinese are more about family, you know, kids, parents, grandparents, and so on. So it doesn't have that. And I might be off my mark here. I'm just talking off of memories and what I watched, but I don't know, Disney. It's cool. I gotta give props. The background looking like portrait or paintings. I like that. It's really neat.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And I'm sure there's some artistic style that they're channeling that's probably French. I should look it up, but like there's a really cool stylized sequence with the backgrounds. Also, they put Josephine Baker's banana skirt in the street scene, but they censored the skin. I don't know what that is. Josephine Baker's banana skirt. Let me look that up. Josephine
I have no idea what that is.
Baker banana skirt. Let me see. Oh, it's that. Oh, that's unless I missed my mark, that might seem of uncomfortable. Like, yeah. Hold on. Okay, so that's what it is.
Oh.
Banana skirt. So the reason why I remember this is I watched a movie called Triplets of Bevelle, and there was
Yes, Belleville.
Did you ever see that?
I know what it is, and I've seen clips of it, but I've never watched it. I've never sat down and watched the whole thing.
So for those, I mean, I feel like I'm just basing off of impressions, but this might have no, I just don't know enough. But
I was too busy looking at the cheetah. I wasn't looking at her.
Same. The guy just in this red coat snooping over. Let me see here real quickly. So this is what's based on. Let me pull up an image. That right there.
Oh, okay.
I would like to see if I can find a wiki entry to actually tell me what this is about. Well, there's an entire dissertation. Whatever. We'll focus on the movie. But yeah, that's... I never caught that before, but I think I noticed a callback to it before in Triplets of Bevelle. So, Vlad's having fun, though.
Leave me alone!
I'm touching me.
Whoa!
Ooh. That was a full-arm swing. Damn.
She learned from Vlad with his ass slap. He's bracing
himself for it.
This is you and me, where I'm like, let's watch a bad movie.
Aw, come on.
Bat. His head goes flying off. There's a smaller
His
head.
hair. His little hair starts flying away.
He's got a small head like a Russian nesting doll. Dude, look at his face there. He's menacing energy.
Oh my gosh. That's so creepy.
I'm getting my 20 million rubles.
Do you think Coco ripped off this scene?
Probably. What if I played the Better Call Saul theme song instead?
That would be a good edit.
How cool would that be? It'd be pretty based.
The drawing you gave me.
Do you think that's an actual drawing from Anastasia?
I wouldn't know.
Anastasia's drawings. Let me see here. Yeah, it actually is.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's kind of sad here. It says, yeah, it says in Anastasia 1997, the drawings that Anastasia gives to her grandmother is based on a 1914 painting created by the real Princess Anastasia. Oh,
Wow.
that's
a nice attention to detail.
it's kind of
If
sad.
That's true.
That's kind of sad. I mean, I guess all the photorealistic stuff is kind of like uncanny as far as it, blending into the film, but like there's some, I guess, actual detail to it as far as why they implemented it. Do you want to see another one she made?
Sure. You're funny.
Just once again, I hear my
Crickets
mission.
chirping.
Young man, you will bow.
No.
I bet you bow to my balls, old man. That's what I'd say. I'd drop kick him.
Yes.
You okay?
I was drinking some water, and I saw him run by. What if he just ran by and punched the guy in the stomach?
What if Dimitri stabbed the old lady? What if Dimitri punched the old man?
He just went, bam, punch it, and I was like, "Ah!"
Just a swift punch to the
Yeah,
throat.
little kidney punch.
I do feel like this ending part of the movie maybe slows down just a little bit. Like, finally, now something's happening, but it felt like it took us a while to get here.
Ugh, Paris is covered in weeds again. Yeah, good characters. Good writing for good characters. Whenever you actually have them, like, where you have a movie or a show or whatever, and you've got great characters early on established and they don't meet until later, it should feel impactful when they finally talk. Like, even just talking is enough. Where you're like, oh shit, they're talking. And I don't know. It's always struck me as a good indicator of writing good characters is when you actually have moments where they finally talk and it feels impactful. Blah, 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 blah.
Does this feel impactful to you?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, what? Because alright.
I was just thinking of, like, they haven't talked the entire film except for, like, the very beginning when he grabbed her ankle and he's like, ah! But no, I guess I just think of other films where, like, I don't know, just when you've got larger than life characters, not even larger than life, but just good characters, and they finally talk, and it just feels, oh, that's interesting. Like, Game of Thrones kind of nailed it early on until they lost out of books to work off of, but and they became more fanficky. But yeah, I don't know, just makes me appreciate good writing.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
It's anime photo. Oh my god.
Ew. Wow.
He belongs in one of those hoodies,
Ew, ew.
with the other anime girls making their
I
tongue.
can totally see, like, an edit of this, give them, like, those anime pigtails with the circles. Gosh. Yeah, shaking it.
This is me whenever I miss my one vitamin D pill.
He puts the crown on. I'm the princess.
He puts it on, yeah. Now this is what I wanted. He got it. He runs away.
Yes! That's still for millions!
Sucker!
Are you gonna kiss?
And nothing bad happened in Europe. Oh, don't worry, Master. I give them all rabies.
Well, that's why we got a sequel. We gotta know what happens. My favorite character in the whole
Oh, he's got a
movie.
girlfriend here.
Oh, here random love interest spawns. I'm a girl because I'm pink and I've got eyelashes.
This is back when France was great. What a cliche where it's like, what do we do with the guy character? Make a pink version. It's the girlfriend. I don't know. Fuck off. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
good job, guys.
Yeah. Oh. It's pretty dumb. Yeah, we'll give him a girl.
What do we do here at the end? We'll give him a sequel too.
It's really what we needed.
So what'd you think?
It's pretty good. You know, considering what it is, it's got some pretty memorable songs. Like some pretty good songs, not even memorable.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, Once Upon a December is a beautiful song.
If I can learn to do it. Yeah, Once Upon a December is really good. That's the standout.
Yeah, that's like a legitimately like beautiful song. The other songs I think are good. You know, they're memorable, they're catchy. They're
Nini, you're in the chat, so maybe you might be able to help me find the right wording. But what's it called when a I mean, there's like a theme where it's the dun 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 dun. Because you have that with the first song with Anastasia when she's like leaving the orphanage, and then they bring it back throughout the film.
Motif.
Is that what's called a motif? There's a certain word. Okay, motif. Thank you.
That's what Anini said. And that's what I was thinking too.
I like that. I thought that there was a good motif. It was catchy, like a nice little earworm. Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
dun, dun.
I like when compositions have that motif returning in like a few different parts of the movie. They have that in Balto too.
That was Kelsey Grammer. Sorry. Jeez, I did not know that. No,
Who's
but yeah, Frasier, if I'm correct.
Oh.
Wow. Jesus, I did not know that. The Balto has some really great ones. Like you said, the Heritage of the Wolf scene is just like, oh, fucking outstanding.
Yeah, well, that's a great song on its own, but also just like the main Balto theme comes back a few times. And it's always really, really pretty.
James Horner, next level.
Mm-hmm. Christopher Lloyd.
And then they had to bring Jim Cummings in to sing for him, which is funny because they did the same thing with Jeremy Irons with The Lion King.
Right, isn't that crazy?
They're like,
But it's pretty indistinguishable.
yeah, Jim
Like,
Cummings is.
Of course, now that we know, it's more obvious, but it's never like disrupted the moment for me.
Dauberger, Rick Jones, Andrew. Okay, cool. No, I mean, Anastasia's is fun. It's not perfect, but like I'd rather take. I don't know. I guess I'd rather have a good generic movie than a bad different movie, if that makes sense. Like A Troll in Central Park is miserable to me, and Pebble and the Penguin's much better. By comparison, Fox with Don Bluth at least fielded Anastasia and Titan AE, which are by comparison much more engaging and interesting to me, and were written in a way that felt more satisfying. With like, yeah, okay, you know, you follow the you play it safe with a very basic storyline, but hey, I'd rather have something safe and you know, predictable but satisfying than something that's like, what the hell is this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Luggy last. Oh my god, that was awful. Yeah, this was a good palate cleanser.
Thank goodness.